Welcome to Mindful English Podcast.
Welcome back to Mindful English. I'm James.
And I'm Ruby. It's wonderful to have you with us again.
Welcome to episode 4 of our series, The Mindful English Mindset, 10 Steps to Calm Fluency.
In the last 3 episodes, we've talked about silence, training your speaking muscles, and building confidence through the mirror.
Today, we're going to explore something that completely changed the way I learned English.
It's called living in English.
That sounds exciting.
It is, because it doesn't require extra study time.
Really?
Really.
Most people think improving their English means finding another textbook.
Or watching another grammar lesson.
Or memorizing another list of vocabulary.
Those things can help.
But today we're talking about something much simpler.
Changing the language of your everyday life.
James, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
How many hours are there in a day?
24.
And how many of those hours do most learners actually spend studying English?
Maybe 30 minutes?
Sometimes even less.
Which means English disappears for the other 23 hours.
Exactly.
Then people wonder why progress feels slow.
Because learning isn't only about study sessions.
It's also about daily exposure.
That's the word I was hoping you'd say.
Exposure?
Yes.
We usually imagine exposure as traveling to another country.
Or living with native speakers.
But that's not the only way.
Not at all.
You can create your own English environment wherever you live.
Without buying anything.
Without moving anywhere.
Without changing your entire routine.
Just by changing a few small habits.
James, can I tell you about a mistake I made?
Of course.
Years ago, I treated English like a school subject.
What do you mean?
I opened my notebook,
Studied for an hour,
closed the notebook.
and forgot about English until the next day.
Exactly.
So English became something you visited.
Instead of something I lived with.
I love that comparison.
It took me a long time to realize the difference.
What changed?
I stopped asking, when should I study English?
And what did you ask instead?
How can English become part of what I'm already doing?
That's a completely different question.
It changed everything.
Can you give us an example?
Absolutely.
We'd love to hear it.
Every morning I made coffee.
Like millions of people around the world.
Instead of making coffee in silence.
You started talking.
Exactly.
What would you say?
Very simple things.
Such as,
I'm making coffee.
nice,
The water is hot.
simple,
It smells amazing.
natural.
Today feels peaceful.
None of those sentences are difficult.
That's the point.
You weren't trying to sound impressive.
I was trying to build a habit.
And habits are easier to keep than motivation.
Exactly.
I think many learners wait until they feel motivated.
Motivation comes and goes.
Habits stay.
That's why living in English isn't about doing more.
It's about noticing more.
Your breakfast,
Your walk to work.
your room.
Your thoughts.
Every ordinary moment becomes a chance to practice.
Not because you're forcing yourself.
But because English quietly becomes part of your day.
James, I think that's the biggest difference.
What is?
English stops feeling like homework.
And starts feeling like life. I think that's when learning becomes enjoyable.
I agree.
Once English becomes part of your day, you stop waiting for the perfect study session.
You simply use the language whenever you have the opportunity.
James, can I ask you something?
Of course.
What's the first thing you usually do after waking up?
I open the curtains.
And what if that small moment became an English moment?
That's easy.
How would it sound?
I'd look outside and say, it's a beautiful morning.
Or, the sky is so clear today.
Exactly.
You don't need a classroom for that.
You only need awareness.
That's a word we use a lot on this podcast.
Because mindful learning begins with awareness.
Not pressure.
James, here's something interesting.
Tell me.
Most people already talk to themselves every day.
That's true.
We plan.
We remember things.
We solve problems in our minds.
We even replay conversations.
Exactly.
So we're already having conversations.
The only difference is the language.
That's a wonderful point.
Instead of thinking, I need to buy groceries,
Try thinking it in English.
instead of saying, I'm so tired,
Say it in English.
you don't have to translate every thought.
Just choose 1 or 2 moments each day.
Those small moments grow surprisingly fast.
James, people often ask me, when should I start thinking in English?
What do you tell them?
I tell them to begin with things they can see
Why things they can see?
because they're real.
Give us an example.
Look around your room.
Okay.
Describe 3 objects.
There's a book on my desk.
Good.
My window is open.
Nice.
The room feels quiet.
Perfect.
Those aren't complicated sentences.
They don't need to be.
They create a connection between English and your real life.
That's much stronger than memorizing random examples.
Exactly.
Because your brain remembers meaningful experiences, not isolated vocabulary lists.
James, I have another habit that helped me.
I'd love to hear it. Every time I walked somewhere.
You observed your surroundings?
Yes.
What kinds of things did you notice?
The trees.
The weather.
People waiting for the bus.
Birds in the sky.
A child riding a bicycle.
And you described those moments in English?
Quietly in my mind.
That's a beautiful exercise.
It didn't feel like studying.
It felt like paying attention.
That's exactly why I enjoyed it.
Learning became part of the experience instead of interrupting it.
And little by little,
English stopped feeling like a foreign language.
it became another way of noticing the world.
That's what living in English really means.
It became another way of noticing the world.
I love that idea.
Me too.
Because when people hear immerse yourself in English, they often imagine something impossible.
Like moving abroad.
Or speaking with native speakers all day.
But immersion can begin much closer to home.
Right where you are.
James, do you know one habit that surprised me?
Which one?
Changing my phone's language to English.
Did it make a big difference?
Not immediately.
Then what changed?
I started seeing the same English words every single day.
Without opening a textbook.
Exactly.
Settings,
Battery.
messages,
Calendar.
calendar.
At first, I noticed them.
A week later, I stopped translating them.
They simply became familiar.
That's how exposure works.
Quietly.
Naturally.
Without forcing yourself to memorize anything.
James, I think learners often underestimate familiar words.
I agree.
They chase difficult vocabulary.
When everyday English is what they actually need.
Exactly.
Think about how often we say words like open,
Close.
ready,
Later.
hungry.
Busy.
Simple words become powerful because we use them often.
Frequency matters more than difficulty.
That's a lesson I wish I had learned earlier.
Me too.
Here's another small habit anyone can try.
I'm listening.
Choose one daily activity.
Just one?
Just one.
What kind of activity?
Washing the dishes.
Making breakfast.
Folding your clothes.
Watering your plants.
During that activity,
Use only English.
describe what you're doing.
Describe what you notice.
Describe how you feel.
Even if your sentences are short.
That's perfectly enough.
James, I think this removes a lot of pressure.
Why do you say that?
Because you're not sitting down to study.
You were simply living your normal life.
With a little more English.
Exactly.
Learning becomes something that fits into your day.
Instead of something you have to make time for.
And that makes consistency much easier.
Which is why this habit lasts.
Not for a week,
But for months.
maybe even years.
That's where real fluency begins.
In ordinary moments that happen every single day.
Ordinary moments are more powerful than they seem.
I couldn't agree more.
We often believe progress comes from big changes.
But most lasting habits begin with very small ones.
James, let's imagine someone says, I don't have time to learn English.
I hear that quite often.
What would you say?
I'd ask a different question.
Which is,
What do you already do every single day?
that's a great place to start.
Because everyone has routines.
We brush our teeth,
We get dressed.
we prepare meals.
We walk, drive, or take the bus.
Those moments already exist.
We don't need to create new ones.
We simply give them a new purpose.
Exactly.
I used to think learning only happened when I was sitting at a desk.
So did I.
Then one day I realized something.
What was it?
My day was already full of learning opportunities.
You just weren't noticing them.
That's right.
Awareness changed everything.
Here's another idea our listeners might enjoy.
Go on.
Give everyday objects a voice.
That's creative.
Imagine your coffee cup could speak.
What would it say?
Good morning, I'm ready.
Or your backpack.
Don't forget your keys.
Even your alarm clock.
It's time to start the day.
That sounds fun.
It is.
And when learning feels playful,
We usually stay with it longer.
Exactly.
James, I think people worry too much about making mistakes when they're alone.
Which is interesting because no one else is listening.
That's true.
If you forget a word,
Describe it another way.
if your grammar isn't perfect,
Keep talking.
the goal is to keep your thoughts moving in English.
Not to stop every few seconds.
Real conversations don't stop because of one missing word.
They keep flowing.
That's the habit we're trying to build.
Communication before perfection.
James, do you remember what we said in the first episode?
About silence?
Yes,
A short pause is completely natural.
exactly.
You don't have to fill every second with words.
Think,
Breathe.
then continue.
That's how confident speakers communicate.
Living in English isn't about speaking every minute of the day.
It's about inviting English into the moments that already belong to you.
And once you do that,
English slowly becomes part of your lifestyle, not just your study routine.
that's when something beautiful begins to happen.
What do you mean?
You stop asking yourself, when should I practice English?
Because you're already practicing.
Exactly.
A few sentences in the morning,
A few thoughts during a walk?
a short conversation with yourself while making dinner.
None of those moments feel stressful.
Yet together, they create something powerful.
A lifestyle.
And that's much stronger than motivation alone. James, if someone listening wants to begin today,
I'd suggest keeping it very simple.
what's the first step?
Choose one daily routine.
Only one?
Yes, make it easy enough that you can repeat it tomorrow.
That makes sense.
During that routine, use English for just 5 minutes.
No dictionary,
No pressure,
no perfect script.
just your own thoughts.
Then tomorrow,
Do the same thing again,
not because you have to,
because you're building a habit,
and habits shape our lives.
more than we often realize.
Before we finish, let's look back at today's conversation.
We learned that English doesn't have to stay inside a notebook.
It can become part of your everyday experiences,
We discovered that ordinary moments.
can become meaningful learning moments.
We also talked about awareness,
Paying attention to your surroundings,
describing what you see,
expressing what you think,
and speaking without waiting for the perfect moment.
because the perfect moment is usually the one you're living right now.
James, I think that's the heart of today's episode.
I think so too.
Learning English isn't about escaping your daily life.
It's about bringing English into your daily life,
Gently,
naturally.
one small moment at a time.
Before we say goodbye, here's this week's challenge.
Pick one everyday activity you do every single day.
It could be making tea,
Walking to work,
organizing your room.
or preparing dinner.
For the next 7 days,
Use English during that activity.
describe what you're doing.
Describe what you notice.
And most importantly,
Enjoy the process.
at the end of the week,
Ask yourself one question.
does English feel a little more familiar than it did before?
If the answer is yes,
Then you're already making progress. Thank you for spending this time with us.
this was episode 4 of the Mindful English Mindset, 10 Steps to Calm Fluency.
In our next episode, we'll explore a belief that holds many learners back.
The myth of perfection.
We'll talk about why mistakes aren't signs of failure.
But some of the most valuable teachers you'll ever have.
Until then,
Live a little more in English every day.
stay curious.
Stay consistent.
And remember,
Fluency isn't something you find.
it's something you create, one ordinary moment at a time.
We'll see you in episode 5.